Hey folks, Todd at Freedom Fighter Tactical. Welcome to my channel. Today's big question: which 7-round mag tube works the best with the titanium H20 Cerakote gun manufactured by BENELLI? I'm asked this question over and over and over and over. I've tried to make it clear on my website the answer to this question. It doesn't seem good enough, so we're going to talk about it in this video. Let's get started right now. Hey folks, Todd at Freedom Fighter Tactical. If you're into BENELLI shotguns, Beretta shotguns, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell so you're notified of future videos, and of course give the thumbs up down below that you love this video or that you love gun content. It's greatly appreciated. So the biggest question I probably get on a daily basis at Freedom Fighter Tactical is, which 7-round mag tube matches the best with the titanium Cerakote M4 H20 manufactured by BENELLI. BENELLI started calling this gun titanium, and it has wreaked all sorts of havoc on my time because I'm constantly clearing up questions about it. This gun has nothing to do with titanium. It doesn't look like raw titanium. It's not the color of raw titanium. It doesn't have any titanium parts on it. It's just a buzzword to sell more guns, but it creates a ton of confusion in the BENELLI community, and I try to clear that up on the website. I sell various products, of course, 7-round mag tubes and 2-round mag tubes, and in the title I will put for the H20 titanium shotgun or for the black shotgun. Despite that being clear, and then I think there's a blurb in the description that says this is the best tube for your gun. I still get, just tons of questions. Which one's best? Which one's best? Either people aren't reading it or they want to hear it from me anyway. So I'm going to start linking people to this video when they ask, by email at least. But this video is to help clear things up. I took some pictures of all this, and hopefully we'll get to the bottom of it. So let's talk about picture number one first. Picture number one, I apologize, there's going to be some blurriness in some of these pictures, and that's because I use a good camera and a good lens, and I'm under a light box, and it wreaks a little bit of havoc. It has a small window of focus, but overall it takes better pictures, clear pictures, and in the long run, these pictures are going to work for you in deciding which tube is best for you. So in this picture one, we've got an MP3 7-round mag tube. MP3 is not Cerakote. It is not what's on your titanium Cerakote H20 gun. Back in the day, BENELLI started doing MP3 coated shotguns, M4s, and called them the H20, the marine version. Like marine as in being out on the water in the ocean or on salt water. It's a marine version, and the coating is very good at corrosion resistance, and it's a nice silky coating, where Cerakote is kind of like a ceramic coating of some sort that has to be applied and then baked and then probably reapplied and then baked. It's a timely process where the MP3 is done differently. And they feel and look differently, but for all intents and purposes, the MP3 and the Cerakote match very, very well as far as color goes. The texture is not quite the same. The feel on it's going to be a little bit different, and the way it bounces light might be a little bit different, but for all intents and purposes, the MP3 coated steel tubes and the Cerakote titanium BENELLI M4s match very, very well. BENELLI discontinued the MP3 at one point. I don't know if it was cost savings. I can't imagine it was cost savings because Cerakote is very labor intensive to deal with. But they discontinued it, and the Cerakote version is what we've been with for a long time. We do not Cerakote tubes at Freedom Fighter Tactical, so we continue to do them in MP3. The people that buy the MP3 coated are the people who have the titanium Cerakote guns, and they go one direction, folks, out the door. I've never had even one person say, it doesn't match close enough for me, I want to send it back. It's never happened. So it's, it's what people are buying for this gun. So anyway, you can see from this picture, the MP3 and the titanium and the steel are quite different from one another. Now, a lot of my Cerakote customers, my titanium H20 Cerakote customers, will roll the dice on the titanium tube because they want the weight resistance. It's not a good match. It's not a perfect match. It's not even, I don't know that it's a close match. Personally, I don't know that it's a close match. But the people that have done that have actually been very happy with it. I do not bill my titanium tube as matching your H20 titanium gun. I do not guarantee that you'll be happy if you roll the dice and try to put the titanium on your gun and you ultimately end up not happy. I can't make guarantees in that way, but a lot of my titanium Cerakote customers buy the titanium and they have a plan. So they think that if it matches good enough for them, they'll just leave it as it is. Or if it doesn't match good enough, they'll find somebody local to them to Cerakote and match it on the entire tube except for the threading. And I don't know if anybody's actually done that, but I have had a number of customers tell me that that's what they've thought about doing. So as you can see though, steel black and does not look like the titanium, and it does not look like the H20. Moving on to picture 2, I have all 3 tubes sitting in the same place they were in the first picture, but that's a titanium Cerakote gun there to the side, okay? You can see that the steel black has nothing to do with matching that titanium Cerakote. I have people actually ask me that all the time. Will that black tube match my titanium Cerakote gun? I make it very clear on the website that it won't, and this picture makes it very clear as well. This tube does not match that gun whatsoever, okay? The titanium, it's a little closer, and the NP3, I know it's blurry there, sorry about that. We're gonna have better pictures here in a minute, but the NP3 is a much better look. Let's go on to just the steel black. This is pick 3, the steel black with the titanium Cerakote gun, okay? Doesn't match at all, does it? Okay, not one bit. Okay, moving on to picture 4, titanium 7-round mag tube with the titanium, supposedly titanium Cerakote H20. Pretty close match. It's much better than the steel black, but it's not a perfect match. Folks, it's not a perfect match. It's not a close match. You might think that it's a close match. I'm not going to call it a close match. I'm going to let you call it that. If I call it that, somebody's going to buy it, and then they're going to be mad when they don't think it's a close match, but I said it was a close match. So I don't say it's a close match. It simply doesn't match. The titanium does not match. Does it match good enough for a lot of my customers? Yes, okay? But they've come to that conclusion on their own. They've rolled the dice on their own. Final picture, pick number 5, excuse me. This is the NP3 tube sitting next to the titanium Cerakote gun. It's a wonderful match. This is the best match. When you email me, when you call me, and you ask me which one's the best match, and you tell me all 3 of these tubes as though I've never heard of them before, trying to get me to tell you which one is the best match, this is the best match. It's clearly the best match. This is the one that if you want your gun to look right, if you want the tube to match your gun, to match the barrel, to match the receiver, this is going to be your best choice. The only better choice than this tube, in my opinion, is buying one of our titanium tubes and having somebody local to you Cerakote the non-threaded portions with a matching coating. That, in my opinion, would be the very best way to go of all the ways to go. But, you know, you're talking about Cerakoting one tube. I bet a local dealer here in Orange County or Southern California, I'd probably have to go to Riverside County to get this done, but it would probably cost me $200 to $300 to coat one tube. So if I buy the tube for $300 and then I've got to coat it for $300, I mean, we're talking about a $600 tube. Most people don't want to be in it for that. So think about that. You know, if you live out somewhere else, or if you want to try your hand at Cerakote, you know, that might be less expensive, but you know, that would be the very best match, would be our titanium tube with a Cerakote coating that was done locally for you, that was made to match. Folks, I hope this video helped you if you're toiling over what to do with your Cerakote gun. It's going to be the same thing with the charging handles. I don't have pictures of the charging handles ready for you in this video. We're just talking tubes in this video. But anything that we do in NP3 format is going to have a similar match to this tube and your gun. Keep in mind that with anything coatings, it's like painting a house. You know, have you ever painted a room and you didn't have enough paint to get through the room, and you go back to the same place, the same guy mixing it, the same color code, the same brand, everything's the same, and that one coat comes out a little bit differently than the other 5 coats that you use to paint, you know, the whole downstairs or whatever. It happens. Coatings are not consistent from one lot to the next, from one batch to the next, even with the Cerakote guns. BENELLI might have Cerakote guns come out in October that don't quite match exactly to the ones coming out in November. They might be a little bit off, a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, a little bit thinner of a texture, whatever. So keep that in mind. A lot of the titanium Cerakote guys are looking for absolute perfection. We can't guarantee absolute perfection, absolute satisfaction with coatings, because there's so much variance involved, and there's a lot of subjective considerations. Not everyone's going to agree. And so, you know, but this tube, this steel tube out the door is your best match. Folks, thanks for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell if you enjoyed it. If it helped you out in deciding what to do with your H2O, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Leave your comments below. Call me at the number on the website. Email me through the contact page or freedomfightertactical@gmail.com. Folks, thank you for watching. Have a great day.